I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Got it. Diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip. Way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect. You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect. And my money long.
Welcome to my very first episode of A Dash of Lash. Yay! And this is my cooking show that I've inspired to have for a very, very, very long time. Now, if you guys follow me on social media, you see that I'm always whipping it up in the kitchen. So I just thought, because I had so many requests on recipes and how'd you make this and can I get a plate and da-da-da-da-da. So I decided to break it down and give you the cooking show. For today's menu, we'll be making Parmesan crusted chicken, loaded sweet potato, asparagus, and mixed salad. And those ingredients are chicken breast, breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, your choice of seasonings, eggs, garlic, onions, flour, sweet potato, butter, marshmallows, cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, asparagus, Parmesan, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, strawberry, croutons, and vinaigrette. Okay, so here in my kitchen, we're obviously going to lash out, cook it up, while I have on my legendary lashes. Duh, you can't forget the legendary lashes. So today's meal, it'll be one of my favorites. It's really, really hard for me to figure out what is my absolute favorite meal, but no worries. This whole series, you're gonna get plenty of them, and we're gonna have plenty of fun, plenty of guests, and a lot of entertainment as well with eating good, okay? So for today, the first episode, what I'm thinking is my Parmesan crusted chicken with the loaded sweet potato and asparagus. First things first, let me wash my hands, okay? Because we don't play. We need to scrub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub. So let's do that first. I'm going to leave it whole. Sometimes it's really good to cut it up, but with the Parmesan crusted chicken, I think I want the entirety of it. And let me do that. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I always like to have oils, avocado oil, olive oil, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of butter, garlic and herb butter to be exact, because it's gonna be thebomb.com. And it gives it some more flavor. Okay. Gonna add that on in there. Gonna spread it around. Be careful, don't get popped. Honestly, I'm so used to it at this point. It helps you earn your stripes, your cooking stripes, okay? Yes, it's smelling good already. We didn't even do nothing. Okay. Ooh, it's already washed. I just love onions. I think if you don't love onions, you need to grow up. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Because onions give it some flavor. I'm gonna keep it not too much diced, but just maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. We ain't gonna be bashful. We're gonna get a little more. Now I'm going to add, oh, it already is smelling scrumdiddlyumptious. And we ain't even put no seasoning yet. Don't worry, we gonna get to the seasoning, okay? Because I don't play by my seasoning. Honestly, I just feel like cooking is definitely an art. I have always been pretty much a crafty person in my life growing up. But I feel like this is a different form of art, and I truly do enjoy it because as you're creating this masterpiece on your own plate, you can literally eat it after, and who doesn't like that? Because I love some food. Okay, so we put the red onions in there. Ooh-wee. And we're gonna put a little minced garlic for some more flavor. Okay. So we're gonna start off with a little blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. Ooh, I love the, I'm gonna do that. Oh my goodness, it's really smelling good already. We're gonna do, this is all-purpose organic seasoning for like poultries or just whatever protein, honestly. I use it on land, meats, seafood, whatever you like. Okay, I know this is Parmesan crusted chicken, but I love me a Cajun flavor, so I'm gonna just add a little bit. And then we're gonna repeat these same steps with the seasoning once we flip it over. Then we're gonna go ahead and start up our sweet potatoes, because honestly, the sweet potatoes are probably gonna take the longest. I already turned on my oven. Should be cooking at, or should be warming up at 400 degrees. So I'm gonna get my potatoes. But what we have to do is we have to wrap them in foil to steam it while it's in the oven so it can remain the flavors. And while I do this, a lot of people wanna know, like, what inspires me to cook so much, especially like with what I do in my career. And I'm pretty much busy all the time and I enjoy it, but I always find time to make sure to cook because we gotta eat. And growing up, that was always a big thing for me. Like, I just loved being in the kitchen with my Nana, and she actually is the one who inspired me to want to get in the kitchen, because I would always wake up to this wonderful aroma, this wonderful smell, and I'm like, what is that? And it'll be my Nana downstairs cooking in the kitchen. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go down there. And then a lot of people who are very protective of their kitchen, me, they usually are like, get out the kitchen. And my Nana actually let me always taste test, and she would always help me, and or she would always let me help her, I should say. And that's kind of just how my love just started to grow. So I just wrapped this sweet potato, so I'm gonna do another one. All right, so I washed off this second one. But yeah, a lot of people, not everybody gets that experience to just, you know, grow up and be able to like help. Because a lot of mothers are protective of their kitchen, and I get it because I'm very protective of my kitchen. But that's where my love kind of started and where it started to grow. And that's why I love food so much, because I always got to be the taste tester. Imagine being the taste tester during Christmas, during Thanksgiving. You get to taste everything before anybody else. Yes, I love that job. So now I do it as my side hustle, as a passion. That's something I would truly love to do. While I am talking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this chicken real quick. Sometimes, ooh, ow, a little hot. I'll flip it a couple times. Ooh, do y'all see that? Do you see that? That's how you want it to look, okay? Flip it. We're gonna have to flip it a couple times, honestly, because this is very, very thick chicken breast. So you don't wanna cook it too hot because you don't wanna burn the outside. So right now I have it on like 225, but I have the lid on too, so it can keep it not dry. A lot of people, like I said, the chicken breasts are sometimes a little harder to remain flavorful and keep its moisture, so that's why I'm keeping this lid on. But real quick, I'm also going to season this side while I'm at it. So I'm gonna use the same seasonings that I used previously for that side. A little blend, if it stay open. There we go. A little something, something. Yes, honey. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna leave that on there for a few more minutes. But also, I'm just super appreciative, super grateful that I get to have this opportunity to just be able to cook and express myself through this way. And I really, truly hope all of you guys will try some of these recipes and follow along and want to taste. I guarantee you, anybody that's been in my kitchen before has loved every meal that I have made for them. So I'm looking forward to having more people in the kitchen with me on this journey. So boom, bam. What we're gonna do is go back to these sweet potatoes. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. You can literally leave it like this because the foil should get the juices. We're gonna have to wash the pan anyway. It'll be fine, all right. So come with me to the oven. We're gonna insert. Don't burn your hand, okay? Be careful. What you could do, let me just do it the right way for everybody watching, okay? I'm gonna use one of these, okay? And all you gotta do, pull this top rack out, put it here, make sure that's covered, put it on in there, and close it. And now we're gonna set our timer for 45 minutes. So now we're gonna get to the asparagus and that recipe. So you can use parchment paper or you can use foil. We're gonna use foil today. We're gonna just put it over this nice cookie sheet, because that's what it's called, a cookie sheet. Make sure this is on. Okay, cool, just like that. I'm gonna turn down the chicken a little bit. Kind of just go back and forth. Okay, so now the asparagus is already washed. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put olive oil on there. I'm gonna put salt, pepper, and garlic, and a little minced garlic. And then when we take it out, we're gonna sprinkle a little Parmesan on there. So it should be nice and crisp. So let's go ahead and get all these. They're already washed, ready to go. Definitely recommend switch your oils out if you're not using these two. Or coconut oil, but that can only be used for certain things, honestly. Now we're gonna do black pepper. Ooh, don't be scared. A little black pepper. We're gonna do some garlic. And I'm gonna actually do Himalayan salt as well. Celtic sea salt is really good if you want like a bigger little grain. It's really your preference, honestly. Perfect. And just mix it up like that. And you know, it's so many good foods in this world, but sometimes I just think about what would be my last meal here on earth. And I think it's this meal right here, honestly. Like Parmesan crusted chicken, asparagus. I like veggies. Y'all need to eat y'all's veggies, okay? It's good for you, get big and strong. You need it. And then I would definitely have my sweet potato, loaded sweet potato. Because for me, that's like a dessert, honestly. And it's so, so yummy. This is a good beginner's recipe. Like, it's really not hard with asparagus. I know sometimes asparagus can be hit or miss. Like, sometimes it can be overcooked, sometimes it can be undercooked. But for me, I feel like this is one of my beginner recipes that I've always kept. Like I said, it's 400 degrees, 12 minutes. You pop it in after putting a little oil, salt, pepper, and I'm gonna put a little minced garlic as well. But for anybody that's truly like inspiring to be like a chef, or just honestly just wanting to eat and have some good healthy meals at home, I think to always just start off with simple recipes. Like, go online, look at it, and honestly, when I started out, I just read it, see everything that I need to do, and I did it verbatim until I felt comfortable enough to like be like, oh, I like these seasonings with this seasoning, and starting to understand like, okay, this is what my taste buds like, and this is what works for me. Everybody has different taste buds. Everybody's not gonna like, you know, everything that you like, and that's okay. But just figure out what works for you. Also, I think breakfast is like one of the best meals, and I feel like they're a little more simpler, which is a good thing. A little simpler to make. So if you wanna, like I said, get in the kitchen and whip it up, do some breakfast meals. That's always fun. And they taste delicious, okay? Our oven is ready to go for us. Like I said, 12 minutes. All right, put that in there. I'm really gonna set the timer. And it's gonna sing for us when it's ready. Let's check on this chicken. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat. This one is nice and golden. Like, this one might be my favorite. That's the one I'm gonna try for y'all. Just a little longer. Hold on a little while longer. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hold on a little while longer. You want it nice and juicy. Okay, so now let's start our mixed salad. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so for me and my salads, what I like spinach. I like raw spinach. I also like sauteed spinach. It's just your preference. It's a lot of great nutrients in there, so I wanna mix mine together. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna rinse this off. This was from the asparagus. And we're just gonna whip it up. Gonna put a little spinach. Everything should be clean. I'm gonna put a little bit of that. We're gonna put a little bit of the lettuce. I chopped it up, whipped it up. Boom, boom. And for those who like having meal prep, I think a simple recipe that is always so good. Get you some nice rice, a protein of your choice, and saute some vegetables. Like, it sounds so simple, but honestly, it's so good. Then people like breakfast, you can do overnight oats. That's always simple to do. Put it in a mason jar, put some oats in there, a little bit of milk, probably like half a cup of milk, depending on how big your mason jar is. Put some cinnamon in there, put some nutmeg, and your choice of fruit. And all you gotta do is wake up in the morning and take it out, you can eat it. So those are 2 quick little recipes y'all can do. All right, what's next? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? I think we're gonna go ahead and put this in there too. A little bit of carrots. You need your carrots, okay? Let me cut up these strawberries. Yeah, let me cut these up. And for me, I actually don't mind sweet peppers that are just like this. Sometimes I saute it, sometimes I don't, but I don't mind having it like this. And I'm gonna get this cucumber because it's about to fall out. So I'm gonna do a cucumber and some sweet peppers and my wonderful, wonderful, vibrant strawberries. So let me get my mini cutting boards. Okay, now that I have everything washed, I'm just going to cut up half of this cucumber. Oh my goodness. And anytime you have like fruit left over from a meal you make, please juice it. Like, it's like the best juice that you can get, and it's all natural. So that's what I do with a lot of my stuff that is left over as far as cucumbers. I am going to cut this in 4ths, so vertically and then vertically again. A tip is when you're cutting, curl your nails like that. I got so many different chef stories and trials and errors. Don't think this just happened overnight, guys, okay? Because it didn't. I've always, like I said, I've always loved food. I've always been in the kitchen because I've always wanted to taste test, but I wasn't always great at cooking. It took a lot of trial and error, just like anything in life, probably. But I used to host. So for those who don't know, I used to play basketball, and with my college teammates, I used to always host them in my apartment and tell them to come over. You know, I got some meals I want y'all to try. And so that was always fun. But one day after a long practice, we used to practice literally like 4 to 5 hours, I'm not joking. Texas A&M and Mississippi State, if y'all know alumni, okay. But when I tell you we had them long practices, so I'm not making excuses, but what I'm saying, I was really tired after this practice one day, okay? So I honestly just was making, I think, like a seafood mac and cheese. It was for sure a mac and cheese. I do remember that. And I had some other things, can't really remember what it was, but I remember this mac and cheese. And something about this mac and cheese, like, you know, you gotta put love into your mac and cheeses. You can't just think it's just gonna be like, oh, just put cheese and noodles. No, it's way more than that. So I was like, I'm gonna make some mac and cheese for my teammates. You know, we deserve it. We just ran all these suicides down in bags, running for miles, doing all these things. I'm like, yeah, we deserve a good meal. So we got to the mac and cheese where everybody's trying it. And I've made them meals before, and so everybody was like, oh yeah, we would love to have some of your food. But this one particular day, I kid you not, one of my friends, one of my teammates, they was like, oh, let's get this mac and cheese. They got this mac and cheese, put it in their mouth, and just spit it all out right in front of me. And I was like, ah! And as a chef, that's like the ultimate, like you just don't ever want anybody to say your food was bad. But that day, it wasn't the best. And I just took that L, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do better. I honestly think my cheese and noodles might not have been as fresh as what it should have been, maybe. But I learned my lesson, so make sure your stuff isn't expired, okay? Okay. Then you'll get crunchy noodles. Ew, that's disgusting. But now, we're gonna move on to the strawberries. They're already washed. We're gonna cut these up. I think it's pretty much done. I just turned it on low, on warm, so it's not all the way cooking anymore, just keeping the same little temperatures. So I'm gonna cut this up. Let me see. And if y'all wanna talk about desserts, like I said, this sweet potato, loaded sweet potato is literally like a dessert to me. But if y'all wanna talk about desserts, I have a sweet tooth, okay? I like all desserts. In college, I keep talking about college because there's a lot of great memories in college, but in college, I used to eat ice cream every single day. When I say every day, every single day. And look, we're gonna make something real fun for y'all. If you can guess what flavor that I had every single day, I'm gonna give you a free Metaphor t-shirt. But that's only if you guess it right. So don't ask, is it this, is it that? Nope, I'm not giving you no hints. But if you guess, you heard it from me, Lash Legend, the one and only, the bougie bully, you will get a free Metaphor shirt. And I stamp on that, okay? So I got y'all if you get it right. But yes, I had ice cream every single day. But now I feel like I eat a lot more, get my protein in, I lift a lot more. And I was pretty strong then, but now I make sure to eat very well after lifting heavy, so my muscles will get fed after a tough workout. Y'all gotta make sure y'all eat after y'all workout. If y'all don't eat after your workout, you won't see the gains that you wanna see, okay? So you gotta eat. That's what we do. Ooh, I love when I see lots of different rainbows in the, it looks so good already. I am gonna cut up a little onions. I just love onions, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put a little onions in there too. And for people that think that's like, they're like, oh, cooking takes too long. But the thing is, if you put love into your meals, it's gonna taste like you put love into your meals. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be worth it, I think. And don't start off with meals that's just like so extravagant. The asparagus is ready! Oh my goodness. This looks perfect, okay? It doesn't look overcooked, doesn't look undercooked, but it looks great. And you can see a little bit of crisp. That's what we want, guys, okay? So let me close this oven. I'm gonna leave this over here because it's super hot, but I am going to add a little Parmesan and crust it on top. Don't be afraid of a little Parmesan. It's okay. Just a little bit. Okay, a lot of it, I lied. Little more. Okay, so this is how it should look after you put on a little bit of Parmesan. It looks so good, guys, and it smells even better. Okay, so we're gonna let this cool off a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start crusting my Parmesan chicken. Okay, let me cut up the peppers really fast. Anybody with sweet peppers, make sure you cut out the seeds and the core. At least I do. It's your preference, I guess, but I don't think you really should be eating the seeds. I don't know. I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and carve that out real quick. Make sure those seeds are out. I like mine vertically cut, like where it kind of looks like strips. I like that. That's just a preference. You can dice it. You can do whatever you want. But that's just my preference. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my wonderful sweet peppers in there and just mix it up. Look at that. I'm gonna do the onions real quick. Also something that's really funny that I just thought about is how like always in high school, I don't know why, but I always had like 10 snacks in my pockets, in my purses. Like I was that girl that they called the snack lady because I just always had some snacks on me because I'm telling you guys, I was always hungry. That fast metabolism was real back then, but I'm still always hungry. So I don't know, I guess it's just me, okay? But yeah, we got these onions, not too much, just enough. But dump it in there. Boom. That we are going to put some garlic Parmesan. That's what it is, garlic Parmesan. See, the theme is Parmesan, clearly. We put on the asparagus, it's in the croutons. We're just gonna, I like croutons, but I think that's a preference too. Cilantro, can't forget this. So, ooh. And I'll probably top this once I plate it too, but you never can go wrong with a little cilantro. We are gonna put a little lime. Yeah, we are. Okay, I couldn't find the lime, but I found tomatoes. And I like tomatoes too. These are the cute little grape tomatoes. So we'll use a couple of these too. Oh, regular grapes is pretty good too. But it's your preference. This is an art. This is your masterpiece. So you figure out what you like. But I have put grapes in my salads before and I really liked it. And I've also had oranges in there. I feel like I've had a lot of fruits in my like regular salads. So we for real have our salads ready. All we're gonna do, we'll make a little salad sauce after, but I wanna go ahead and get these. It is warm, I'm gonna turn it back up just a little bit. And then we are going to add Parmesan on top. Add a little bit of Parmesan, like so. I'm gonna let that melt for literally probably a minute, and then I'm gonna add this. So I mix my breadcrumbs. Like, again, it's your preference. You can do whatever you want. You can buy breadcrumbs, you can make your own breadcrumbs. But let me put the top on for a little second, and then we'll put the breadcrumbs on. This is a tip in the kitchen. Try not to cook when you like are super duper hungry, because obviously sometimes your eyes are bigger than your stomach when you're in the kitchen, okay? There's been a lot of times I'm like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I'll make like 10 different things. Literally, I'm not even kidding, I've made 4 different meals at one time because I'm like, I haven't ate all day, I worked out, I did this, like I need to eat. And I only ate like 1 of the 4 meals, but I ate them later. So just make sure you just stay disciplined in the kitchen, I'll say, okay? Now I'm gonna put my breadcrumbs. And also Parmesan crusted chicken, it's so many different ways you can make it. Like, this is just a simpler version. You can literally season a raw chicken, put flour on it. You can dump it in the breadcrumbs if you want the whole thing crusted. But honestly, for me, like, I just want the top layer crusted, and I'm okay with that. So again, it's literally your preference. If you want it like a fried look, taste, then I would suggest have the flour, have the egg wash, put that whole chicken breast in there, dump it in the breadcrumbs, and then do it. But I wanted to do it this way today, give you a variety, you know? What I am going to do is spray this, but be careful because the flakes might, there we go. Just so it can have some moisture. I'm gonna really just turn it off. I'll put it a little bit on warm, let that warm up a little bit, and then we can finally finish off with our loaded sweet potato. It's been cooking for 45 minutes, so now I'm gonna take it out and load it up. Okay, so our sweet potatoes are ready, so let me get it out. 45 minutes, like I said. Says in, ready to go. So I'm gonna take this out. Be careful because it's hot. Okay, I need to clear up some space here. Oh, I didn't show y'all a good job of cleaning up as I go, but try to clean up as you go, because if you don't, you'll be like this. Okay, now that we have it open, the steam already came out, we are going to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it. All right. There we go. Just cut it vertically like this. And then it's good to just like pinch. Cut it, pinch. So we have enough room. Then we're gonna actually put this back in the oven on broil. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter. I can't believe it's not butter. How you do that there? Like that. You know, as I'm sitting here doing this, it's really surreal that I got my own cooking show. That's so amazing. Like, For somebody like me who literally loves to eat and just always wanted to have her own cooking show, like, I'm truly blessed. Like, I'm about to tear up, oh my gosh. I ain't gonna tear up because I ain't gonna mess up my makeup, okay? Or my lashes, so. Cinnamon, let me wipe my hands. A little cinnamon. Boom. I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is just the best. I am gonna do a little nutmeg. I personally love nutmeg. It's just a preference. And now for my favorite part, marshmallows. Who doesn't love marshmallows? Let me give it a test. Perfect. Okay. Because you don't want no stale marshmallows, okay? So we're literally just, it's called a loaded sweet potato for a reason, okay? Okay, I think that's good. Let me get a little brown sugar. And then, like I said, we're just gonna pop it in the oven. Anytime you do broil, you have to like be aware and be alert that that thing is gonna cook real fast. So don't put nothing on broil if you're trying to keep it in there for 10 minutes. You'll burn the house down, okay? We don't want that. This is organic brown cane sugar. Well, it's actually cane sugar, but that's okay. I don't know why I'm going like this. We're just gonna do a little bit. This is some cane sugar. Now, let's put this one very, very quickly in the oven for a broil. I am gonna add a little more. I just like seeing like, I don't know, I just need a little more. So, that's the only reason why I just added that, but. And back in the oven on high broil. So literally I'm gonna keep just looking at this oven. See, just like that. Just like that. Get distracted that fast. But I think it's actually perfect. It's your preference, but I think it's perfect. Oh, I'm gonna get that. Okay. So I'm gonna take this sweet potato. It got a little crisp on there, but that's okay. We don't mind that. Let me turn off the oven. Okay. So we got that. Ooh, that sweet potato. I'm gonna do the little baby one. Got some crust with it. Do that one. Then we're gonna get this. Ooh, it smells really good though. Uh-oh, come on, work with me. And plating is an art too. Let me get my asparagus. Actually, it's fine. So now I'm gonna put my asparagus. Okay, I don't need all the asparagus. We'll do like, come on, asparagus. Ooh, yes. All right, and now I'm just gonna put my salad. Ooh. So put this here. Yes. Yes, honey, yes. Just like this. Okay, that looks good to me. So now, let me get my juice. All right, guys, this is what our plate is looking like after cooking that Parmesan crusted chicken, the loaded sweet potato, the Parmesan and garlic crusted asparagus, and this wonderful salad that has a lot of great colors in it, which I'm so excited to eat. So now you know what we gotta do. We gotta taste test. So let me get a little fork and a knife. I'm gonna cut up this chicken real quick, cause I wanna see. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Look at that, still juicy, right? Bon appetit. Juice me down. This is so good, y'all. It's everything that I wanted. Okay, let's try this loaded sweet potato. This is like a dessert for a side. Okay. Let's give it a bite. That's literally a dessert, but it's literally a side. It's so good. I wish I could try this through the screen, but y'all know what to do. Just go ahead and follow. Get this recipe so you can cook it yourself at home, okay? And one more thing, let's try the salad. Don't be scared to put salads on your plate, okay? because we're grown. You need to get your veggies, guys. Okay, we got it. Yeah. Perfect. My advice with salads, put some fruit in there. It really gives it another layer. Super good. And to finish off, cheers. Let me get a little sippy sip. So good. Now that's how you complete the first episode of A Dash of Lash. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to continue to cook these gourmet, these quality, top-notch meals for you guys. And I hope you guys tune in because we're gonna have some more in the kitchen. We're gonna whip it up, whip it up, whip it up. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again. Bye. I'm gonna eat some more food. Okay.